I'm Katie.
And I'm Kay.
And you're listening to the Babes of Quinte podcast.
Hey, Katie, how excited were you when Andrea, the owner and operator of Angelic Serendipity in Trenton, reached out to us to be a podcast partner?
After exploring her Facebook page and having a chance to chat with her, I was so pumped. In all honesty, I want to be Andrea when I grow up.
Angelic Serendipity offers a wide range of crystals, chakra stones, incense, boho clothing and decor, sound bowls, and so much more to help you find balance and harmony in your life.
You can shop Angelic Serendipity in person at 2 King Street in Trenton, next to Liberty Tax. Or check out Angelic Serendipity on Facebook at Angelic Serendipity or on Instagram at angelic.serendipity_. The Family Dental Center is locally owned with offices in Belleville, Frankfort, and Coburg.
If you've been listening to us, you know that we love the FDC team. Since 2007, Dr. Yasmin has been serving patients in the community, like the Free Dental Day coming up on May 7th at the Frankfort location.
FDC puts their patients first. They will work with you to make sure you have a stress-free and amazing dental experience.
For more information about FDC, go to familydentalcenter.com or follow them on Instagram at FDCFamily.
We have a podcast.
We do have a podcast.
This is episode, I don't know.
It's definitely an even number. I think it's 40.
It's either 39 or 40.
It's 40 because last week was 39.
Yeah, but we're recording out of order. Like we've recorded more episodes. Like I think this is like 37 or 30.
No, it's 40.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's 40.
Damn.
Yeah, because I put it on the graphic.
Wow.
For socials, yeah. So we're 40 episodes deep.
How do you feel?
I don't know. Like I was trying to make a joke about like not being a virgin anymore, but I was like, wait, no, that's
I'm
weird.
used to having this microphone in my face and talking into it.
I feel like we're definitely coming into our own.
I think we're getting better at it.
I like to think. I mean, after 40 episodes, I really
don't
hope
think
we
I
are.
can listen to some of the beginning episodes again.
No, it's almost like embarrassing. And it's like, okay, can you come back in? Can we redo this?
Yeah, sure. I think we'll do that eventually. Maybe something along those lines. Because those people, some of those beginning people, especially ones that didn't work in our office, like took a chance with us, and I really appreciated that. Yeah, no, it feels good. I feel like we're doing something here.
I feel like, yeah, no. So Katie came up with this like insane idea.
Did I?
Yes. We
The
renamed
Babes Network?
Yeah. So we have a Facebook group that we...
It used to be called Friends of the Pod.
But we think the Babes Network is just such a way cooler name.
Way cooler.
And it was going to be Babes Supporting Babes.
But we found out.
It's trademarked.
It's trademarked. Oopsie.
Did I buy the URL? Yes. So
Whatever.
I own babesupportingbabes.ca.
I like that.
But we can't use it for
We can't sell
merch
anything.
or anything.
So the Babes Network.
It is now the Babes Network.
Quinte.
So we're going to start, that's going to be a thing. And we're hoping to kind of build some fun things that we have no plan yet. But
All that happened is me yelling that name out in our office yesterday.
yeah.
I don't know.
And then I was like,
it.
yep, that's it.
We're doing it. We have this tendency to dive head first. And
Even though we have 800 other projects on the go at the same time.
because we have a
ADHD.
job and ADHD. We have like a full-time other job, and this is technically a side hustle within that company.
It sounds confusing.
It's not.
But it's all like, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like podcasting is just a natural progression of what happens in these studios.
It's like a full circle because it's like we're going back to talk radio.
Yeah.
But like raunchy talk radio, like the old school FM.
Yeah. But less problematic.
I hope
More
so.
gays.
More gays.
More women.
More pride.
Less sexual assault.
I didn't say you did.
I mean, I'm not talking about here specifically.
No. God, life. What's going on with you?
What is going on with me? Not a whole lot. Saigon pop-up is on Friday.
I'm so excited.
So that's going to be yummy because I love Saigon.
The Cool 100 Tyler Joe Miller.
Yeah, Tyler Joe Miller is going to be at the local on Saturday.
So we'll be there.
We'll be there. If you want to book a table, you can do that at the local's website.
It's first come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
It's like so hot out today, which I'm obsessed with. I really love the heat, and I know you don't.
I hate the heat.
This is like my prime temperature though, because it's still not like super hot.
I don't mind this at all.
No, this is like, I'm like, hey, I can sit outside on my lunch and hang out with my dogs.
Soak in the sun.
I just need the sunshine. Like, it charges me.
Yeah, you're like what are they called?
I'm a solar panel.
A solar panel?
I'm like an electric solar fencer. I get
What's a solar fencer?
Oh, it's a solar panel that then puts power into your fence. So your fence is electric to keep your livestock in.
Oh, that's cool.
We never could find our like tester to test the voltage of the fence. So I would just touch it. And I didn't realize because I was wearing Crocs. I was like, it's not on. And because I would be in my Crocs. So I would be grounded out. Or I would, however electricity works. And then once I was touching it and a pig's like nose touched the back of my leg and it grounded me out. And I was like, it's on. Fun things that happened to me.
I was going to say, my dad has solar panels on the top of his house.
Yeah.
Like my stepfather. Like,
similar.
Obviously.
You don't have a dad.
Obviously. We'll get into that in the podcast.
We do touch on it.
Very lately.
This is a really fun episode. I'm really excited about this episode. I don't know what's happening. She just looked at me weird. No, this was a really fun episode. It's Alex Currie from
Finally Beverages.
Finally Beverages. And
it was a really good chat. Like, so easy to talk to.
So easy to talk to.
Yeah. Self-proclaimed chatty Cathy.
And local weirdo, which we love.
And I'm just like, sign me up.
I think like if you like us, you'll love this episode because it's so on brand.
It's easy and chaotic, and it's fun.
No, it's so fun, but I do want to do a trigger warning. So Finally Beverages is a non-alcoholic
beverage company.
Cocktail
Yeah, it's
company.
like cocktails.
And so we do talk about sobriety and binge drinking and alcohol abuse. So if that's a trigger for you, you may want to sit this one out. But there are fun things around that.
Yeah.
That we talk about many other things, but that is something we do touch on. So just a note.
It's a good trigger warning.
Thank you. I keep forgetting to do them because we talk about a lot of stuff all the time and I forget to.
Yeah, I feel like we usually put it in the show notes, but I feel like talking about it is probably good.
Yeah. So without further ado, please enjoy the chaos that's about to ensue.
Our next guest's first job was hanging out with deformed lobsters at the Atlantic Fisheries Museum, which sounds kind of cute. I know lobsters aren't cute, but I digress. One of his current ventures started at a barbecue with a bonding moment, quick BFF vibes, and that indescribable let's start a business together energy. It also reinforces why I think barbecues are the best. That venture is called Finally Beverages. They make non-alcoholic versions of everyone's favorite cocktails in small batches using real ingredients and low sugar. He's also a cool dad, has a bunch of plants, is an artist, and likes mushrooms. But we'll unpack that one later. Babes of Quinte, please welcome self-proclaimed local weirdo and co-owner of Finally Beverages, Alex Currie.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Okay, so I have a confession for you, actually.
Sure.
So...
Throw it down.
Perfect.
So excited.
So I followed you on Instagram.
Yep.
And you DM'd me.
Yep.
And you're like, yo, do we know each other?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you popped up on my people you may know. That was a fucking lie.
Perfect.
So what actually had happened, Katie and I had went to a pop-up at Slate Brewery.
Okay.
Sandos.
It was the Sandos pop-up.
Yeah.
And what I did, because I'm a fucking psycho, is...
In the best way.
In the best kind of way.
Sure.
This is how I meet people. Like, it's completely innocent.
Yeah, all good.
They... I think it was Slake or Sandos, one of the two. They were reposting stories that people had tagged them in.
Yep.
And I followed all of those people.
Amazing.
But I didn't want to admit it because I was like, that sounds kind of crazy. But I'm just like, if you're going to Slake, you're probably okay. If you're eating the Sandos, you're probably you
Sure.
have good taste in things.
Yeah,
so
I was waiting for those.
I was like, you know what? I'm fuck it. I'm gonna make friends.
This jumping out, but does Slake have Drink Finally there? Did they?
Yes. They do, yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't. My brain.
Yeah, they were one of the first to take us.
That's exciting.
Yeah, love Slake.
That space is
Oh,
wild.
it's incredible. It's one of my favorite places in the county. I don't drink anymore, so I'm not up there as often as I would like to be.
Yeah.
But whenever they have food pop-ups, I'm like, oh yeah, excuse to go up to Slake.
And there's sheep you can look at from the window.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Kay's kid tried to eat a fly.
Amazing.
It was such a good day.
I brought Lincoln, and he was like sitting like just at the ledge, like looking out the window, and then all of a sudden I just see him like, and I'm like, no.
Oh, you got to go see the pigs next time you're there.
Pigs?
Yeah.
Where?
There's a at Slake. So Slake started out as a farm.
Yeah.
It's my buddy Greg and his wife Misu. They have a farm. They were called Woohoo Farms.
Uh-huh.
And
fun.
their whole thing is that they bought this thing called a Berkshire pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like they're really rare heritage.
And they're like
pig.
a heritage breed pig. Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
They're
So-
a slow grower.
so
I'm
the-
a farmer, so I'm like, pigs.
so they're a big pig, Ramble
Yeah.
Tamble, who's
Great name.
Yeah, my boy. He's like basically like
Is he still alive?
yeah.
How
and
big
he's,
is he?
Like huge, like 800 pounds or something.
Do you want to know something crazy?
Sure.
Pigs never stop growing.
Really?
Yeah, so like
That's wild.
Like heritage pigs. Every time I tell her a farm fact, it like blows her mind. Heritage pigs grow slower.
Yep.
But pigs never stop growing.
That's wild.
So even if you're feeding them like a little bit, like they'll just keep growing.
Damn.
That's why it's totally okay to eat pork, because at some point their quality of life, like they can't walk. So.
Sure.
But just my fun pig fact of the day. Enjoy.
My mind is fucked up right now. I'm like, yes.
Every pig, like Ramble Tamble has something like 60 kids.
I love that.
Like, or probably more than that,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, yeah, I love Ramble Tamble. There's another
love
one too,
that
and I can't
name.
remember their name.
So wait, do they still farm there as well?
I think it's not like the main
Yeah.
focus, but like I think they're just mostly like studding out Ramble Tamble, like just moving him around to different farms. He might not even be at the farm right now.
We did that. We had Boris, and like he just was like going and getting
Living his best life.
That's all you do. You just
Yeah.
send him out to get it.
Because you
and he
also
comes
can't
back.
eat boar.
What? Why?
Tastes like piss.
It does, unless you castrate them.
Yeah, so
Young.
when a pig is born, if it's a boy and you want to eat it, you have to castrate it.
If not, you can like taste.
You can taste piss.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we sent a boar in once that we thought we were gonna breed with, and my butcher called me and he's like, "Why is there a boar here?" I was like, "I love you guys, please butcher it." And then they were like, I was like, "It's just gonna be dog food, like we're just feeding it to our dogs." And then they called me back and they're like, "We're not that mad at you anymore. It doesn't smell. You could probably eat it." I was like, "I'm still not gonna do that. I don't want to eat pea pig."
I'm
didn't-
like mind blown by all of this. I didn't know any of it.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. The guy kind of like. Anyways,
Did you eat pea pig by accident?
I did eat pea pig one time. Yeah, it wasn't by accident. I was told I was gonna have it, but like you can definitely taste
yeah.
it. It's not good. Like
No.
Was this at the savory jellied food party?
no,
that?
that was my divorce party. Yeah, so my divorce finally went through, and I was like, oh, I should have some friends over. This will be sweet. And yeah, we just made a bunch of like savory, weird jellied foods like from the 70s. I made this thing called Big Mac dip.
Should I Google that right now?
No, it's
Probably.
ungoogleable. I thought I had it years ago at a friend's house or at a party or something. I remember everybody was really into it, and we're like, "Oh man, this dip is incredible." And then meanwhile, I went and talked to my friend. And I was like, "What's in this dip?" She's like, "You're not going to believe it." I was like, "Okay, what is it?" She's like, "A full Big Mac and sour cream in a blender, and that's it." And I was like, "What are you talking about? That's not true."
Like 12-year-old me is like, fuck yes.
It's amazing. Like, I mean, like, you know, like as amazing as a McDonald's Big Mac can be, but still, like, it's unreal how good it is.
God,
I think people shit on McDonald's Big Macs, but you probably shouldn't because they're great.
They are fantastic. You know what I mean? But like
Like, it is what it is.
Drink
yeah, like, I mean, we're all going to die from something.
Yeah.
May as well make it a Big Mac.
Oh my gosh. So many things. Can you tell us about lobsters
Sure.
and where did you work?
So I'm from Nova Scotia originally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from a small town called Pictou,
Okay.
which I guess, yeah, like our main industry was lobster fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we had this thing called the museum. No, it was the Lobsters Fishery Museum. It was called. No, Atlantic Fisheries Museum.
Okay.
There we go. I was like 17. So, yeah, I got a job there one summer, and they had this huge lobster tank. And all the fishermen locally, anytime there was like a weird lobster, they would bring it to us to show off to the public, and also kind of like show off to us. So we had a blue lobster.
Love it.
We had a
cool.
white lobster, and since I was like 17, what was the blue one's name? I think was not Bluey. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. The white one's name was Puff Daddy.
Yes.
We had a huge, like, 45-pound lobster that was like, its claws were like the size of like basketballs. You couldn't even put like a rubber band around it like you do. You had to like put electrical tape. I named it Biggie Smalls, but then I got my picture in the paper and they renamed it Tugboat.
That's bullshit.
So I was pissed off.
That's not his name.
Didn't need that.
I love that they brought you guys the deformed lobsters.
Oh, it was the best. Like, we had all these weird things. Like, if a lobster gets its claw cut, like in between its thumb and its, I don't know, the rest of its hand.
Yeah.
It'll grow another claw from there.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they're like weird, crazy animals that live forever and can like grow different limbs and
They
like.
can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What? They're not a mollusk, though, right?
No, they're crustacean.
Crustacean.
Yeah. So we had all these like lobsters with like 3 claws or like.
It's like a plant.
Yeah, it was wild. They're so cool.
Weird.
So that was my thing. I just chilled
love
with these guys all summer, just hanging out with them in this like saltwater tank, feeding them haddock. And yeah, that was my like. I think that was my first job.
I guess, yeah, they do have. I'm a fucking moron. Never mind. I'm not going to say that out loud.
Say it. I'll edit it out.
It's like, do they have mouths? Obviously, they have fucking. Sorry, I'm spit.
They have little tiny like
Well, because then I was like
mouth hands.
thinking about it. I'm like, yes, they have eyes. You moron. Like little. They're weird. Anyways, sorry.
That's
too early.
A great question. Here, this is a lobster mouth.
Perfect.
Super weird.
For context, Katie is showing us a Google
Googled
search
it.
of lobster mouth.
Multitasking.
Oh my god.
So what ended up bringing you from the East Coast to Quinte?
My ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I played in. I was a musician. I moved
that
from
checks
a. Sorry. I thought you were like, what?
No, I have some trauma.
Perfect. Okay.
That was not a dig at you.
No.
Dig at herself.
It was dig at me.
Where am I? Okay.
You're in a band.
Yes, I moved from Pictou to Halifax, so
Okay.
the only city in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Decided to get into the music scene. Started a record label, and then met my ex-wife when her band came from Ontario to Halifax.
Just
So we played some-
badasses meeting.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
She had a farming background.
Love it.
So we started looking for land around Nova Scotia. It was impossible. There was nothing there. So we moved back here where she's from. She's from north of Belleville, knows a lot of people in Prince Edward County.
Yeah.
So we came here and we started basically like a farm and a fermenting business. And we did that up until, Jesus, I think I left like 2 years ago. So that's what brought me here.
Yeah. That makes sense. Like the dream
And then
is
you
to
just
farm in the county, I guess, for
stayed.
me. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had a kid.
Well,
so I mean,
yeah, I guess.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a good reason to stay.
I would have went home, honestly.
Some dads leave.
I will never leave my kid. Ever.
My dad left.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
yesterday
No, it's fine.
I
Like,
made
what is wrong with my mouth
spitty
and my
today. It's
saliva
okay.
production?
yesterday in our intro
Wild up.
extra something happened. I was like, oh well, my dad doesn't handle me very well when I cry. And she just goes, I don't have a dad. And I was like,
Cool. Right on.
I was like, this
have a
is
dad.
fun.
My stepfather is very
we love
much
your
my father.
stepdad.
I'm trying to convince my parents to move here
My parents moved here.
from
Timmins.
Timmins.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it was funny. Well, they had plans to move here, and then I moved here first, and then everyone followed me.
Same. Exact same thing
That's
happened.
Belleville does that.
Yeah.
Everyone, like someone starts here, and then the rest of the family
Yeah,
is like,
both
I
my
just-
siblings live here now. My brother lives up in Roblin. My sister lives in Belleville. Well, Point Anne.
oh, that's
That counts.
pretty.
Point Anne's awesome.
Yeah.
So cool. Like no internet down there either, which is amazing.
Who needs internet?
Yeah.
Silly.
I love it.
You need internet.
I need internet.
I also need it.
Yeah,
I
do
like
too.
the internet. It pays my bills.
That's cool though. I do love the East Coast. My friend lives in Halifax. I was there a couple weeks ago, and like it's such a vibe.
I
but-
miss it. I
Yeah.
really do. Like I'm an ocean kid, right?
Yeah.
Like I grew up on the ocean. Like I grew up on a beach in the summers. I miss it. I go
Yeah.
down every summer just to like take my kid home.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here for at least till she's 18. So I'm making the best of it every day.
Oh, that's so awesome. Kate, do you want to ask the mushroom question?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Hey babes, are you looking to elevate your spiritual journey, or do you like having crystals and boho decor in your home?
Or do you want to stand in a giant sound bowl and see what that's like? I truly want to stand in the sound bowl.
Whether you're a spiritual junkie looking to find some calm or want to chat with a super amazing lady, Angelic Serendipity is the place to check out.
Andrea, the owner and operator, is a fun-loving babe who left the corporate banking world in the big city to find a slower-paced life in Trenton over a decade ago.
The store carries crystals, tarot cards, oracle books, incense, boho clothing and decor, sound bowls, and so much more.
Head into Angelic Serendipity to learn, explore, and shop the wonderful inventory. Located at 2 King Street, Trenton, by Liberty Tax.
For amazing Angelic Serendipity content, follow the store on Facebook at Angelic Serendipity and on Instagram at angelic.serendipity_.
The Family Dental Center is calling all prom goers and brides-to-be. In addition to classic and restorative dentistry, they offer cosmetic treatments, including whitening.
Whether you want to impress your prom date or wow a wedding guest, a bright white smile is a must-have.
The Family Dental Center has 2 forms of teeth whitening to help you achieve a sparkling smile.
The in-office Zoom whitening is completed by one of their skilled dental hygienists and takes about an hour. You can relax, scroll, or even listen to your favorite podcast, as whitening gel and blue light technology whitens your teeth to their optimal brightness.
Too busy or too anxious sitting for a long period? Try the take-home Zoom whitening kit. This is a great option for sensitive teeth. A custom-made tray and the use of a whitening agent at home for 2 to 4 weeks will gradually whiten your teeth to achieve a dazzling smile.
For more information on the FDC teeth whitening options, go to FamilyDentalCenter.com and navigate to the Cosmetic Treatment tab or tap the link in our show notes. I have to find my sheet.
Guys, I can rant forever, so
Good.
cut me off
that's
at
cool.
any time.
No, I don't. We never will. Yesterday we recorded for an hour and 30 minutes.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was wild. I was like, okay, so I'm like, I don't understand mushrooms.
Sure.
I like eating them.
Yep.
I like them in certain social situations.
Sure.
Please explain mushrooms. Like, what is the fact? Like, because I know tons of people are like,
Do you grow mushrooms?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I find them like wild.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a
How
forager.
do you not?
Yeah.
How do you know if it's gonna kill you?
I mean, the ones that are going to kill you, like, there's only a few in Ontario. Like,
Oh,
there might
okay.
be 2.
Okay.
So I just stay away from everything that looks like that. Like, I'm not an expert by any means. Like,
No, I just don't.
No, I get
My
it.
whole brain just doesn't understand because a mushroom. I just want to eat it.
Well, it all started out like, like a giant puffball.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You've
like,
seen those,
that
the big
scares
white
the
ones?
shit
No,
out
you
of
can
me.
eat those.
Totally
They're delish.
edible. Like,
What?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Puffball soup is amazing. You made
Okay, so like I'm into this. Let's go.
No, but there's like, I don't know, maybe like 20 that I'm like definite, like these are good. Mm-hmm. And for me, like one of my favorite things to do and things that I do just like, just to unwind is just walk in the woods.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, well, this is just like having a scavenger hunt while walking in the woods. That's it. So
I don't even think I would know where to like look. You just like
At
see
the
it.
ground.
trees, the ground,
Can you tell? I like am not outdoorsy.
There's my
Sure.
favorite kind of mushroom, and if you step on it, it like poofs.
That's
What?
a puffball.
Is that a puffball?
Yeah, but it's just it's
It's a tiny
it's
one.
rotted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a whole bunch of different types of puffballs. Like, I don't know. I got a book. Like, I just got a book.
People
And
love foraging.
it's super fun.
No, I'm not.
I know you're
I
not
don't think
against
it's weird. I think it's like super fascinating. I just have no idea
Neither did I. That's
because
the thing.
I'm just like it's just something that I haven't deep dove into because I know the second that I start getting into it, I'm gonna obsess over it.
Well, see, that's what I did. So, like, that's what happens. Like,
Do you have
that's-
ADHD?
I think so.
Yeah. Welcome to the team.
Yeah, for sure. I have like high functioning anxiety and depression, but pretty sure there's
Sup?
some. Yeah, exactly.
Same.
Pretty
I
sure
remember
there's some ADHD thrown in there.
I remember the day I had to tell my mom that. She was like, "You seem okay." I was like, "I have high functioning depression.
Yeah, for sure. For
I'm
sure.
so sad."
Oh yeah, like even talking to some people, like I'm like, yeah, like I'm going through like a major depressive episode right now, and they're like, well, you seem fine. I'm like, I'm fucking nowhere close to
I'm
fine.
not okay, but I'm smiling.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm making it, but like no, like there's nothing here. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's
Dead eyes, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was
just-
me on what day is it today? Thursday, Tuesday.
Yep.
Full on crying meltdown.
Yeah.
Before coming to work.
Yeah.
That was
like,
me
just-
yesterday at lunch.
Just yeah.
I'm currently going off my antidepressant and
Oh, shit.
on to ADHD medication.
Okay.
Didn't realize there was an depressant withdrawal.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you
Yeah,
wean
it's awesome.
yourself off. So I'm going through that right now. So I'll just be sitting and I'm like, my face is leaking and I'm just crying.
I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, I went home to Nova Scotia in the summer and I met this like awesome girl. Like it was my first time being single in like 10 years or something. So I was longer. And I was just like, screw it. I'm just going to see what like Nova Scotia Tinder's up to. Totally just like stoked on life. Went off my off my meds,
Yeah.
like cold turkey.
No.
Like
Bad idea.
everything
Stress.
was good. Got back here and it was just like nightmare
Yeah.
every day. Just being like, oh my God, what the fuck did I do? Went to my doctor being like, I'm so dumb, but I need more. And he's just like, everybody does that, man. Like just calm
I've
down.
never just gone off on my own accord, which I think is kind of good. But yeah, this was like a doctor conversation. Like we weaned myself off, and then I was like, why do I feel like garbage?
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Yeah,
Like,
so.
it's a-
I think it's like one of the hardest things I've done is like until I found the meds I'm on now, it was like trying all the other different ones
Sure.
to make sure like I was like stable.
What's that like?
I don't know.
I was
I'm still
talking
not.
to a counselor in my car on the way here. Like legit, like it was like right up there by the Tim Hortons. I was like talking to her and I was like, shit, I just ran a red light. Like I literally need to get off the phone. I have to go here now. Like she's like, okay, don't die. Call me next week. Like
Okay, bye.
bye. I'm like, I'll be fine.
It's fine. I'm fine. Go to therapy, kids. You'll feel a bit better.
Will you?
No.
I find I love therapy,
Yeah,
but
really.
I find it exhausting.
Yeah, I think, isn't that a thing with therapy? I'm always exhausted. Well, I guess it depends on the topic of the day.
Mine's always just like I never like walk out kind of like feeling like, oh, okay, great, I feel lighter. It's like in a sense I feel lighter, but at the same time I'm like, oh my God, I'm processing all this trauma. It hurts.
Totally. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
I
know,
think you
it's
don't
just
feel
like-
lighter until like a year later.
Yeah, no, it's like I remember the first time I went to this one therapist and I didn't like her because she made me do this eyeball thing and I was
Oh,
like,
I've had
no.
to do that. I hate that. I didn't like that either.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so
sure.
they have you like focus on like a point, and
It's like rapid. Is it rapid?
it's a rapid
Yeah,
eye movement or something.
Oh, I know what it
almost
is.
like
Yeah.
hypnotizing you, kind of. But
Yeah.
different.
So and then they have you like focus in on like your trauma or whatever, and it's supposed to help your brain like process things. I don't totally understand how it works,
Yeah.
but I didn't like it.
Okay.
And I had a wicked migraine for like 4 days
God.
afterwards.
Sweet.
And I cried all the time.
yeah.
This sounds great.
No, it was
So
awful.
we shouldn't do
kidding.
that.
And then I just like never went back to her because then my anxiety was like, oh no, I have to do that again. And I don't like that. When I
Sure.
could have easily just been like, I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
At
was
least
that.
you learned that.
I mean, now I do online therapy because I'm just like, I just don't like people.
Yeah, that's fair. I get it.
What? You're sober now.
I am.
Did you used to use alcohol to numb the pain of mental illness?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, all the time. Like I was probably like drinking every day for like I don't know, a couple years, like around like 2017, 2019 maybe. Coincidentally, right around the end of my like divorce, like let's say,
you know.
I mean, that happens.
yeah, shit was going down, you know what I mean? And it was I gave up for a long time. Like at that point I started going to a gym, like things were, like I'll get my mental health in order. And then I started seeing it like creep in again. And then when we started this, it was just like, it's probably not the best idea to keep drinking. And, it's just, I went all in on like what we're doing because it's something like I actually believe in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You recently shared your sobriety story on the Drink Finally social.
Yeah.
It was great. I read it
Thank you.
yesterday.
Ah,
I
thank you.
loved it. It's kind of funny though because I guess I would have been a binge drinker on occasion.
Sure.
But I was reading and I was like, oh, I relate to some of this. So this
Totally.
is fun. So it's just, and I think I saw the comments and I think it's just so nice that you both put your sobriety stories out there so people know.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I mean, like alcohol can be super fun, but it can also be a big fucking problem. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And like, there's always a stigma around like, oh, I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you're an alcoholic. Oh my God, you're, drinking all the time. You're drinking at work. You're doing this. It's like, no, it's not like that. It's like, I have a problem with stopping. Like, that's my problem. And when I do dumb shit when I get really drunk. Like when I was a teenager, in mid-20s, I used to like steal shit. Like I said on the thing, and I was like, It's not cool, man.
Pee on a cop car.
I just was poor with my sexual decisions.
Also,
So bad.
also made so many poor life choices. The Red Lion. I got in the Black Book.
What's the Black Book at the Red Lion?
Well, it's no longer the Red Lion.
No, now it's the local.
But now it's
Did
like
you kill a person?
No.
I made some good stories, but like
Great stories.
I've
poor
personally
decisions.
given myself alcohol poisoning 3 times.
Wow. See, I've never done that. I mean, I may have. I've always been like a bigger person, so I mean, I can handle my liquor.
I think
to
it's
a
because like
point.
once I started, I'm like, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. And then I'm like a 2-6 of tequila in, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
So I remember once like I drank, and then I was in a weird headspace, and then I drank a lot that night out with my friends. And I remember I didn't black out till I got home, and I just texted all my roommates, help. That's all I said.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
And then I don't remember the rest of that. And then I was very ill the next day. And my roommate was like she texted my other friends and was like, I think we need to take her to the hospital. And I was like,
Shit.
yeah, I can't even get to the hospital, so I'm just going to be on this couch.
Yeah.
So I'll be here until I feel like I can get up. And then I played inner tube water polo that night.
Jesus.
And really had to focus on not shitting in the pool.
Sure.
So that was a journey.
No, I mean, like we've all done dumb shit, and like, you know, like it's for me, it's just like I'm just past that right now.
Yeah.
Like I got other things that I need to worry about. I got other things that I want to do, and I have other things that I feel like alcohol is not contributing towards the way I want to be right now. And I'm not saying it in that weird, like, you know, like getting my life on track, like I'm laser focused, because I'm not by any means. But like pouring alcohol on top of like a whole bunch of depression, not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
So
I did this fun thing where I started meds.
Yep.
And then I got very drunk. And nothing good happened. The whole
Sure.
night I was like, I'm going to forget my name tonight.
Jesus.
I did.
Nice. Okay.
Not funny, but you know,
Not funny. And
No,
then
I
that's
get it.
also the same night that I found out that the love of my life that I was like living with, we had a house together, dogs, the whole shit and shebang, was sleeping with somebody else and moved in with her
Jesus.
2 days after we broke up
Whoa.
in another city.
that's a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. Like, so I'm just, and then I was like, I don't think I've never drank that heavily again in my life.
I
that
think
was,
the
like,
thing is,
6
it
years ago.
was like I was kind of the fun friend, you know. No one knew what I was going to get up to when I was out. Like once I got like stuck in like a decorative wall because I thought it'd be funny to climb through.
Okay, a decorative wall?
So at the canteen in Kingston, because I went to Queens.
Yep.
Between like the bathroom and this one booth, there was like this metal decorative wall that had like swoopy things,
Sure.
but it was like. It wasn't a wall. Like, I don't know
Like a
what.
divider?
Yeah, but there's holes in it. And I was like, I'm going to climb through
Yeah, I'm
this
gonna
because
get
I
through
knew the person on the other side. I was like, I'm coming. And then my butt got stuck. And then we were scared we were going to get kicked out. So my friends were like had to like launch me forward and like
Sure.
smashed my head off the table. So like, I was a good time in my mind, but I was unhinged. So.
Well, there's also that like next day anxiety of like what did I do? What did I
Yeah.
say? Like what the fuck happened?
And you
like
you talked about that in your post because
Totally.
you stole a pedal, a good like a
yeah, like I was at this thing and it was they used to do this thing in Halifax called Rockin' for Dollars. It was amazing. It was like your band was given 15 minutes to play whatever you wanted. They supplied all the amps and whatnot, so you just showed up with your instruments. And you got 2 pitchers of beer if your band signed up. So like I was in bands with like just me. You know what I mean? So like there we go, 2 pitchers of beer. Let's do this. Monday
Sick.
night's looking great. And then it got to a point like I was in like 4 bands. So it'd be like, and then like one guy wouldn't drink. So we'd be like drinking like it was the end of the world and playing the dumbest music. And at the end of the night, you get to spin this wheel. And every band that played got to do it. And on that wheel, there'd be first week you had a chance to win $100. If nobody won it, the next week it would go up to 2, and then 4, and then 6, and so on and so on. So it was a good way to like actually make, you know, a tiny bit of money as a musician, plus a fun time because all your friends are there. So anyways, I was out of my mind, and I went on stage, and there was this like I was about to play, and there was this guitar pedal. And of course, in my mind, my blackout drunkenness, I was like, oh, that's mine now. I'll take that. The next day I woke up.
I do that too.
Yeah, it sucks. It
so
sucks.
bad.
It's terrible. So the next day I wake up and I go to like, and again, I might be dating myself here, but like there was this thing called Halifax Locals. It was like a message board. It's where people would promote their shows. And if you needed like a bass player or somebody to design your poster or whatever. And somebody's like, we know who took that guitar pedal. We have it on camera. And I like looked at it and I was like, shit. I was like, that was, So I like went to my guitar bag and of course there's this like guitar pedal and I'm like, oh man, that was me. Like a really, like not a really good friend, but like a friend of mine's pedal. So like stole from my friend. So I had to call them up and just be like, hey, like I'm an asshole when I'm really drunk and I was really drunk. And he's like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to come take it back. And they're like, oh, thank you so much. Like, you know, and then I had to continue to see them. And like, there was a time I was on tour in Massachusetts. I saw this like keyboard, again, just nonstop, out of my mind. And I was like, yep, that's my keyboard now. Buddy comes up to me in the parking lot, like, hey, you're like actively stealing my stuff right now. And I'm like, don't even worry about it. And he's like, no,
I'm worried about it.
Yeah, like I'm real worried about that. And I'm like, and anyways, I just keep thinking about like, you know, like times when I was like that. And I'm like, this is not what a good person does, you know? So yeah, just had to stop it.
Yeah. It's like, for me, it's like I have anxiety about the things I said and did like 7 years ago.
Yeah, all the time.
Constantly. And I'm just kind of like, okay, like I'm not that person anymore.
Totally.
And it's, I've changed and I'm a serious like professional businesswoman.
Sure.
I know shit. And it's like, that anxiety has like stopped me from going out and like going out to social situations where I know there's going to be alcohol. Because like, I just don't want to be in that position again.
Totally.
You know what I mean? And it's like, that's why I think that this is like what you're doing is really fucking cool.
Well, thank you.
Because it's like, it gives people, me and Katie were talking about this morning, that you can like just like hang out with people who are drinking, because I can do that fine.
Same.
Like I can hang out with people who are drinking and I can still have something that's not like a Diet Coke and be like, why aren't you drinking?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get that a lot?
It's none of your fucking business.
Like
all the time.
all the time. Yeah.
All the time. Like one of the stories that we tell like as a business, which is a true story, like when the first time I stopped drinking, I forget where I was. I think I was out doing trivia with friends because I was like, I need to see friends more. I need to make friends. I need to do more than just hang out in the middle of nowhere and drink. So I was like, yeah, like everybody's ordering their beers. And they're like, I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking. Like, what can I have? They're like, well, we have a juice box or we have coffee.
Cool.
And I'm like, man, it's 9:30 at night and I'm an adult. Like, both of those things aren't going to work for me. I guess I'll just have water. And so, like, you know, like that's just not. I mean, you know, like we don't have to be catering to everybody at all times, but it's pretty minimal to just ask for something that's like at least respectful. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what we wanted. Like you were saying, it's just like just having something that like you're not going to be singled out with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we wanted something where people are like, oh, like, yeah, you're not drinking. It's like, yeah, but have you tried this? It actually tastes good. You know what I mean? Like this isn't a Pepsi or a Coke or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's not a like an afterthought.
Yeah.
It's like we're actually thinking about the people that don't want to have a drink for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
I've been that drunk asshole being like, why are you drinking?
So have
Be fun. And then,
Totally.
But for me, like I get really bad migraines. So if I have like one or two drinks, like I'm probably going to get a migraine. So I'm like, why am I doing that? But then my toxic flaw is, okay, if I'm going to get drunk, I'm going to get wasted, and this migraine is going to be worth it.
Totally.
But then it's awkward when you're not drinking and you're at an event because I'm like, well, I'm only going to have like 2 or 3 drinks tonight. I don't want a migraine tomorrow.
Yeah,
and then people are like, why aren't you drinking? And I'm like, but I love that I could have a can in my hand and people wouldn't question it.
Yeah, well, even if they do, just be like, yeah, because this is good.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, this is
Because it's
good.
great.
Yeah. So that's our plan, and like that's why we did it. And we want to, you know, like we want to just give back. That's really it. We just want to actually believe in what we're doing and actually try to make a difference without being too preachy as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Like I never want to be that person that's like, no one should drink, no one should smoke weed, no one should smoke cigarettes. Like I don't care what you do. I really don't. I'm just giving an option.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think, and I don't know why that scares people sometimes.
Totally. It's hard. Like a lot of, because I find most of like that, like the health and wellness trend of everything, like everything, it can't just be a choice. It has to be like, no, I'm making this choice because I'm making this choice because like, it's like, no, I'm just making this choice. Like, who cares? Like, what does me not drinking affect you at all? Like, at all. So
exactly. Never thought about that.
Well, that's true. It's funny because years ago when I was on like Tinder and stuff, I'd be like, oh yeah, like I like having like, you know, vegan Mondays. And they're like, well, are you vegan? I'm like, no, but I like vegan food.
Totally.
They're like, well, why would you why not just like throw some chicken on it? And I was like, because I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Like, and that it just like, it blows people's mind that sometimes I'm just like, there's great vegan food.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what? And I'm like, same idea.
Same thing. Yeah.
And I'm just like, why does choice scare you?
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. And plus you become so much better of a cook when you just like throw vegan in every once in a while.
Well, and that's the thing is I like to challenge myself with not even just food, like everything. So it's like, why not? Also, sometimes I just want to have like a mojito, but I don't like alcohol, the taste of it sometimes. Like, I don't like, it tastes good, but I don't want the alcohol part.
Sure. I totally
like,
get
you
it.
know what I mean?
Yeah. How did it start? So you met at a barbecue.
Yeah, so my business partner and I, Jenna McKay, we our friends tried to set us up. That's what happened. So we were two, you know, newly divorced people. And they're like, oh yeah, like you should meet Jenna. And I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. She gets there. She has this massive dog. She has a Mastiff, oh my God, Scooby-Doo. I should know this right off the bat.
Great Dane?
Yeah, Mastiff Dane. So a Daniff.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and his name's Halloumi. He's amazing. So at that point, he was just a puppy, but he was also like, you know, a giant puppy, monster. Yeah. So I'm like, who is this person? And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, let's like go out somewhere. So I think we went to Menzel Conservation up near Napanee.
Oh, okay, cool.
Anyways, we went for a walk. We hit it off, but like not romantically. So her and I just like became friends. And then she had this idea. It was her idea to begin with. And I immediately said no. I was like, nah. I was looking for something else to do. I was going to start a screen printing business because it was something I did back in the day.
Also cool.
Yeah, I wanted to. So, but then eventually I was like, yeah, this is a really good idea. So I was going to meet with her and her then partner that she was going to do it with at this bonfire barbecue. Or no, after the barbecue, then the bonfire. And by the end of this bonfire, we like had the name for the business. We like completely changed what it was going to be. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm in. Like, let's do this. Yeah, that was like, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe. Yeah, about a year and a half ago. So then we just started coming up with recipes in the kitchen. Then we eventually started working with Niagara College. Then we found a co-packer up in Toronto.
God.
Yeah,
It's
holy shit.
It's been a lot of work.
But like so quickly.
Ish. I mean, it's been a lot. Definitely quickly. But
it feels like, okay, it's like, okay, so you had an idea and like a year and a half later, you're like, you know, in stores.
Yeah.
Like that's
crazy.
Fucking cool.
Well, I mean, a lot of that too comes from like one, Jenna is a wizard with the back end of stuff. Like when it comes to like writing grants and like, you know, like writing business plans and stuff like that, that's not my forte at all. Hers, she's insane at it. It's incredible. I was in the local food business for 10 years. So, I mean, like, I know the ins and outs. And, like, I know, like, what needs to be done with the packaging. Like, I'm a graphic designer as well, so we don't have to wait for any of that. Like, so, I mean, we were given certain luxuries just from our backgrounds that a lot of people wouldn't have.
Did you do the branding for this?
Ish.
It's really nice.
Thank you. Jen and I took it to about 90% of what it is now. And then we just got stuck. So she sent it to her sister, who sent it to a graphic designer in, I think, Victoria. And he basically took our idea and took our like concept of what we wanted, what we didn't want, and sent it back. And we're like, yeah, that's great. I mean, we switched some fonts and some stuff around, but like, yeah, like the slant. And But there was always like, you know, we had a certain idea of what we
like, the aesthetic.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll show you a picture of what they looked like.
Okay, cool.
Before and then what they look like now. Sweet. It was pretty close.
They're beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm looking at them right now, and I love your website.
Thank
you.
you.
A moment with it.
We just want to make a simple website. I hate it when you go to websites and it's just a whole bunch of like
it's so simple. I love it.
Like, what else do you need? It's like who we are, our product.
Done.
Contact page. That's all you need.
Where can I get it?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it.
Like simple, like to the point. You don't need
it's
to like
produced. In Toronto?
In Toronto, yeah. It's co-packed. So co-packed is basically we take our recipe and we order ingredients to the co-packing facility. Oh. We order cans to the co-packing facility. So we do everything except for actually just put it in the can.
Yeah. I feel like that may be the annoying part.
That's the expensive
part. Because it's like you would have to build like a line, right?
Yeah, you would have to have a canning line, or like there's such thing as a mobile canner, which a lot of the breweries around here use. Yeah. But then you still have to have a brewery, and you still have to have tanks, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Just sounds like a lot.
It's all a lot. You know what I mean? And it's like somebody explained it to me recently. Like you're making something yourself, you can have 100 problems. Mm-hmm. You can fix every one of those problems.
Yeah.
Somebody else is making something for you, you have 3 problems and you can't fix one of them. Like, at least not yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, it's a whole different animal, and it's not something that I'm used to. Like, my old business, we made everything. Like, we made everything in-house. Like, that's what we did.
Mm-hmm. I think from a business point of view, that is hard. I found it hard to let go of things. Like,
Same.
when we were farming, I was like in everything. And then I think we had Stephanie from Mopsa, and she's like, you can't work on the business if you're in the business. And I was like, what?
Well, that's like kind of like the one of the like core things of business. It's like if you want to, it's like work on the business, not in the business. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's almost like a cliche at this point. You know what I mean? But it's true. Like it's 100% true.
You have to like take a step back and be able to look at the overarching thing instead of like every single detail.
Exactly. And you can't do that if you're worried about like, I don't know, feeding the pigs, for example.
Yeah.
You know
what I mean?
trust your people.
Yeah. And that's hard.
That's super hard.
Especially if you have trust issues.
Yeah.
100%.
Which I think most people do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I have 0 to no trust.
Yeah.
Like,
which is why
I
I specifically do things with people that I know are on like the same page as me, and that we can communicate in a healthy way. Because like I can communicate with you, like I can tell you anything.
Yeah, we sit in the same office now, so
which very much helps.
A lot of together time.
You guys were in different offices before?
I was in the hallway.
You were in the hallway?
Yeah.
Sweet digs.
And then the bald men who are our boss and manager were like, I'm tired of you being in the hallway. I was like, okay.
Because we just would yell at each other.
And I would just like roll around the hallways in my chair, and I was like, well, put us in an office. And they were like, are you going to talk all the time? And it's like, no, we have ADHD, so we mirror each other, whatever we're doing. It's fine. We're actually more efficient, I think.
Yeah, honestly, what has it been now? Like a week and a half?
Week. No, just a week, I think.
It's been a week.
Oh shit, this just happened.
This just happened.
Literally. I have a bunch of stuff coming today in the mail. I have like boxwood foliage and like a neon sign.
Did you watch the show Wednesday?
Yep.
You know how like the side of the rooms, like Wednesdays is, I feel like that's going to be our office because hers is very colorful, and not that mine's all black, but it's just like very like meh.
Muted tones and whatnot.
Muted tones. I love a shade.
You should go hard on that.
Okay.
Like you guys should go
commit
full
to it.
on, yeah.
Well, and it's funny because my aesthetic, like when I dress myself, it's like, okay, jeans, band t-shirt, black, always.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But my office is cute. Like I have like tiny little stickers that I got at the Japanese store.
Yeah.
I fucking love anything that's pink. Like
what store was that? Where'd you get
Yo-Yo-So.
What's Yo-Yo-So?
It's the Japanese dollar kind of cheapy cool store at the mall, at the Quinte Mall.
It's new though, isn't it? Or
it's new.
Oh, okay.
And like this pack, like these stickers, they came in like these, you know, like the big long sticker packs. They were like $1.
What?
Yeah, it's on it. Your daughter will probably.
That's my whole weekend. Me and her. Can you get erasers there?
Yes, tons.
Does she just need erasers?
She's on some weird eraser kit.
Okay, they have like erasers shaped like food.
Yeah. Okay.
And like little bunny rabbits and teddy bears and
this
like.
Is my whole weekend.
They're like, cute and like that whole kawaii kind of like.
Have you guys been to Doki Doki downtown?
Yes.
What's that like? I haven't been there either.
Okay, yes, same idea.
Okay.
But Doki Doki's more specific to like anime and like all that stuff. Like so if there's specific shows or like things that you like.
Okay.
There. Yo-Yo-So is more like just like everyday stuff.
Okay.
So they have like little bento boxes, which are adorable, and they're like $7.
Yeah, this is
and
literally my whole weekend.
I got a desk light.
He's just posted up at Yo-Yo-So.
Just they'll have like an office outside.
Honestly, I have been there twice. Both times.
Be like, sir, you don't work here, and you're gonna be like, I do now.
Yeah, exactly. I work in the hallway. You can't kick me out of the hallway.
I got a tote bag that has cats all over it.
Yeah, this sounds amazing.
Honestly, It's my favorite store right now, besides Winners.
Okay, well that's my plan because I don't know what's happening. She went on some weird eraser kick, and then she's like, I need new erasers for school, and I was like, no, you don't. You need like these fun erasers for some reason. Like you don't use
these erasers.
Yeah, I was like, you're in grade 2. What are you erasing? Like, why do you need? Anyway,
her math. I don't know. I literally
she's in grade 2. She's erasing everything.
I suppose.
I couldn't even fully write in grade 2. I was just scribbling. Just speaking and scribbling.
Yeah. Well, she's going to be doing that, but with some super cute erasers.
Good for her.
Great. So that's our weekend.
I'm excited for you. Please send us pictures of the erasers.
Oh yeah, I'll send tons of. I'll send pictures of me because we'll probably go to Doki Doki too. So I'll be in wigs. It's going to be great.
Oh yeah,
no,
honestly, and they're so great. They're just fantastic people.
Sweet. Okay, yeah, it's my day.
He's in.
Okay, well I just planned your weekend. You're welcome.
Yeah, done. Thank you.
I loved that. How did you start distributing finally, like to different places? Because now they're in a lot of local
like the
places.
break room. They're like down the road.
Yeah.
So I've worked with them before. So like I know them.
Wait, so you worked at the break room?
No.
Or
with my old company, they used to sell my stuff there.
Okay.
It's funny because we have them coming on next month.
Oh, sweet.
But yeah, no, they're great people.
Where were we? Oh, you asked of distribution.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all self-distributed right now. So it's just us driving around, giving people samples.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I mean, we'll grow to a point where we get a distributor and stuff like that. But right now, it's like, that's our focus is just getting into as many places in the Bay of Quinte as possible.
Is it just the Bay of Quinte now?
As of right now, yeah.
And then hopefully, do you eventually want to?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, we're in kind of like a production lull right now. Mm-hmm. So we're actually at a pause right now.
Oh, okay.
We don't have any stuff. But we're packaging hopefully next month, and then we're full on
That's so exciting.
Yeah, so we're going back to work with Niagara College again.
And is that because they have like a brewing program, like Niagara College?
They're the wine and food college
cool.
Between them and
checks out.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do. So like if you're learning to be a brewer, they have like a full on like brewers college.
That's
there.
cool.
So, it's really neat.
You have to have like chemistry, like all these things. It's not easy to get into.
No, it's not. It's tough. Like something that we're learning now, is like there's so much to canning beverages. Like it's not like when we started this in so many words, we knew it wouldn't be this easy, but it's like we give you money and a recipe and you put it in a can. Bye. No, not even close. Like
See, that's how my brain thought it would work.
Same.
Be like, okay, here's the recipe, put it into a can. Thank you very much. Bye.
Steal the can, give it to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now we're getting to the point where I'm not an expert by any means, but man, the stuff that we know now is wild. And things that people tell you to look out for, and you're just like, how would I even know that? Yeah.
I just realized my one friend is so smart. She used to work, and she was like one of the line managers.
Oh, shoot.
So she knows some shit. I didn't realize she probably knows some shit.
Most likely. I might know that person. Are they from here?
No. Well, she's from Kingston, and then she moved out there. Her name's Alana.
Don't know her at all.
She's a gem. She has toe thumbs. Love her.
She has toe thumbs? What's that mean?
You have never seen thumbs that look like toes. They're like little squishies.
Yes.
A squishy
Megan
thumb.
Fox has those.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to show you.
You've never seen Megan Fox's toe thumbs?
No.
They look like a big toe.
It's a big toe, but a thumb.
What? That's a thing?
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
Is there anybody that has full-on toe hands?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Someone told me I had little hands last week, and I was like, wow.
I have little hands too. And then we put our hands together, and we both have little hands.
Who has those little hands?
Me.
I think she does.
But mine are like chody.
Chody little hands.
Like they're thick and short.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I know what that means. I said it.
Okay, so we're looking at
toe thumbs.
Whoa. Okay. No, I've never seen that.
Okay.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah, no, this is need to know information.
Yeah, everyone says it's Megan Fox's flaw.
Yeah, she's so hot.
She's
but has
so
toe
hot,
thumbs.
but she has toe thumbs.
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
I'm like, okay, cool. Does that
Gross.
Gross over her.
Yeah, done.
No, I'd still make out with her.
What are you most excited about for the upcoming spring, summer in the Quinte region?
Foraging.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I want to get out and look for some weird stuff in the woods. I got
What's the weirdest thing you found in the woods?
I don't know. That's a hard one. Probably maitake mushrooms. They're called hen of the woods. They're hard to find.
Okay.
It's not weird per se. I guess, I don't know.
Uncommon?
Yeah, uncommon, rare, delicious. They're really, really,
Do you watch
really
Bob's
good.
Burgers?
I do.
You know
Yeah.
when he goes foraging for like blue oyster mushrooms?
Totally, yeah. It's a
Such
great
good
episode.
I still need to watch this.
I'm shocked you haven't watched it.
The show?
Yeah.
So I also just started watching it. So a woman I was dating up until recently, she was the one that told me to watch it. And I was like, where has this been all my life? I'm essentially Gene. Like, I'm like, holy shit,
I'm a Tina. Yeah. I wanted to be a Louise, but
No, I'm a, you know, like I was like looking at like this like tiny like Casio keyboard collection. I'm like, I am Gene, aren't I?
you have to watch it.
Okay, I'm going to watch this.
It's a really
The
good
first
show.
episode, Tina's like, my crotch is itchy.
Okay, I've watched the first episode
Oh, okay.
3 times.
It's so
See,
fun.
that's what happened to me. I did the same thing. I
Yeah.
watched the first episode and I was like, I don't know. But what I did is I skipped to season 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I
I used to get like, when I first started, like, just loving lesbian Tinder, whenever I'd like go meet a girl or something, I'd be like, you want to watch Bob's Burgers? And I'd get them like hooked on
Yeah, that's the
Bob's
move.
Burgers.
At least then you know if you just
You know
watch
what's
Bob's
funny?
Burgers.
What?
Is my best friend Olivia. That would happen to her at the Red Line all the time, but it was with Game of Thrones.
Oh.
So this one guy would always be like, "Do you want to go watch Game of Thrones with me?" And she'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" But
Just watched it for the first time. Still don't want to finish it.
I've never watched
don't
it.
finish it.
I'm not going to. I have 3 episodes left, and I was like, I don't even care anymore. Like,
But-
just,
Don't finish it.
Isn't it?
It's gonna
Isn't the
ruin
last season like really bad?
it sucks.
It's
What about
embarrassing.
Dragon Keeper, whatever the prequel is? Dragon Mother?
I don't know. I didn't watch it because there is apparently a very graphic assault scene that I don't think
Ooh.
I can handle.
That's fair.
That's
That's
I hope they
100%
put a
fair.
trigger warning in that.
Yeah.
I just know there's like a really hot queer in it, and she like a video went all over socials of her being like, my favorite drink's a Negroni with Prosecco.
Sure.
I'm gonna share it. Jeanette and I say it to each other all the time. She'll be
Okay.
like, a Negroni, and I'm like, with Prosecco.
I love a Negroni.
Negroni is
Gets
one
the
of my
people
favorites.
going. So I'll send the video to both of you, I guess.
Thanks.
Please.
Yeah, get
We,
excited.
no, we're gonna have an Instagram DM group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
So if people want to try Drink Finally, there's a map on your website that
Yep.
kind of gives them the lowdown.
yeah, just I think it's just drinkfinally.com/where to buy.
It'll be in the show notes because we're professionals
Sweet,
like
love
that.
it. Perfect.
Are we?
Like I really saw a guy came, like a fancy man, walked past our office, and I'm like unhinged this week. And I was like, I love your blazer. I was like, never bring clients near my office. Like,
And I'm like, you look familiar. Where do I know you from?
yeah, like no hi, how are you? Just like, and then
Who
once
are you?
once we walked in here and another potential client, I was like, do you know blah blah blah? And he was like,
Who are you?
I was like, not going to tell you my name, but this has been fun.
Perfect.
Didn't introduce myself. I'm like, who are you?
I love that.
And I'm just like, I used to do that at the Red Line all the time. I'd be like, who are you? And
Why
it,
are
like,
you at the Red Line so much?
Because she is unhinged.
okay, so there was like 3 summers after my breakup. Because
Sure.
it took me 3 years to get over it.
Sure.
That me and Olivia spent every single weekend, Friday night to like Sunday at the Red Lion.
Okay.
And Sunday night usually ended with strippers.
The cab.
Which one, cab or
The
go-go?
cab.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Never the go-go.
I only ended up because like I was too young for the Red Line, so I hit Little Texas and then the Go-Go and then back to Little
Too
Texas.
young for the Red Lion, but went to...
Well, no, but I was like 19 to 22. You know?
I mean, I think...
Sure.
What was I? I think I was like 25.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, it was a bunch of old rugby guys, and it's just like, where do I feel the safest? Rugby men.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
They have powerful thighs.
So, okay, Sunday afternoon was the fucking
Oh,
greatest.
it was like after game day.
They come, they'd have like their potluck food. You get a lunch for, they liked us. And I got to see so many thighs. It was great.
Are you going to show us your thighs? No, I'm joking.
Me? My thighs are nothing to write home about.
What's your favorite potato chip?
Oh, shit. That's a tough one. Ketchup?
Oh.
Okay, so
bold.
like,
I like it.
what kind of ketchup? Like what brand? This is important.
I mean, those like double crunch ones from Lay's are pretty tight.
Those fucking double crunch ones
They're so
are
good.
so good.
I haven't tried them yet. I'll have to
Come
try
on
them.
now.
I'll step up. So
the
sorry.
the plain ones with like a good dip.
Yeah.
And then
make
they
dip
probably
at
don't
home.
break in the dip, right?
And they have like that.
Maybe I'm gonna eat that today.
They have that the
Little
crunch
snacky
that
snack.
Mrs. Vicky's has
Oh, okay.
without the stupid shape.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great. They're awesome. But honestly, I'm going to say probably a Cool Ranch Dorito.
I love Cool Ranch Doritos. Yeah.
I just
Good
thought about
choice.
that and I was like, yeah, Cool Ranch.
Yeah. I love a Dorito.
Yeah.
Extra like seasoned. Mm.
My first eBay username used to be Cool Ranch Doritos. Fun fact.
Okay.
Sorry, that's where my brain went. I don't know what's
Can
going
we
on.
end it on that thought? Any shout outs you want to give before we wrap it up?
Thinking. No, I'm good.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Cool.
Just like, I don't know, follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll have-
all my shit's there.
Everything in the show notes. So
Cool.
go follow. And
Yeah. Oh shit, I didn't even mention my podcast.
yeah, your podcast.
Oh my
sorry.
God, yeah,
Dumb
let's talk about
podcast.
the-
What's it about? What's it called?
Soft Rock. It's about it's called Soft Shoulder. So it's me and my friend Stacy, who I also met at a party, and we started talking about Michael McDonald
Who's that?
from the oh my god, Steely Dan, no, from the Doobie Brothers.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that sings like this. You know that guy?
Yeah.
And we just like started talking about if we've ever seen the documentary where Steely Dan takes out and isolates his vocals from the song Peg, which we had both seen and we thought it was really funny. So then we decided to start a whole podcast on just soft rock. And so we
Amazing.
have like an episode on like Hall & Oates. We have an episode on the Doobie Brothers. Oh my God, I'd have to go through it. But we did like 1.5, almost 2 seasons.
How long were your seasons? How many episodes?
Well, the first one was insane because we used to do one every week. I did like every 2 weeks we'd have a major episode and then we had a bonus episode. Second season, I think we got 6 or 7 episodes in.
Nice.
And then I just got too busy. Like
It's a lot of like.
it's a lot of editing.
Yeah.
And we did like a lot of like, like we played a lot of clips and a lot of songs.
How
and,
long are the episodes?
Like an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it was a lot of work. It took me like a week to edit them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just got too busy. We do have, I think, 3 episodes in the can because I keep being like, yeah, we should do it again. And then we record and I never get to it.
Yeah.
Life is life sometimes.
Life is life. Life is
Yeah.
hard. You know what I mean? Like it takes time. But yeah, there's 2 full seasons there. They're pretty ridiculous.
We'll link those too.
Probably gonna listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to, like, I would say, like, season 1 is like listening to me learning how to record.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Our
happens.
first
Yeah.
10 episodes is me learning how to edit because I had no experience doing
Yeah.
it. So that was a journey.
Second season though is tight.
Okay.
Like we dialed it in and it started like our tangents got like yeah. Anyways, we'll do it again sometime.
Nice.
Yeah.
Exciting. We still haven't reined in our tangents,
No.
but we'll get
That's
there.
okay.
I,
I think it's
don't
part of our
actually
charm.
want to.
Oh,
I don't
man.
want to. I think it's charming.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean we started making our tangents into like segments.
Oh, I like
Ooh.
that
Yeah.
energy.
So like we had like every week I would we had Mace News where I would tell Stacy like what the rapper Mace is up to right now.
Amazing.
Or like Mace facts. There was also a dog in Picton who wears pants. It's like a Samoyed dog, the big fluffy white
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So there's this dog that in the winter it wears like tracksuits. So we were like,
Creed has one.
Creed.
yeah. So we were hunting down this dog who we called the dog in pants. So every week we would find out more about this dog in pants. By the end of it, we like knew its name. We knew its owner's name. Like we had pictures of it. Like,
That's so fun.
yeah. We found out there was 2 of them.
Then they both wore pants.
No, only one more pants. Anna, not Anna. Anna.
Anna.
She's very fancy.
Yeah, we have an
Elsa.
office dog.
Creed.
And
Creed.
yes,
Yeah.
Creed. And he got groomed one day, and it was like raining
it
and
was
weird
raining.
outside, and he came in wearing like splash pants.
Yeah.
His
And I
rain
was
suit.
like-
it protects his undercoat. It's my parents' dog. My parents own this company. I'm a nepo baby.
Okay.
But I own it, and so it was a dog at my partner's like farm. Like it was her family's dog, but
Sure.
he's a border collie, and like not a good border. Like he was supposed to herd sheep. He didn't.
Oh,
he hated doing it. So Jeanette was like, we have to rehome Creed. And I was like, no.
So now he's here?
So now we gave him to my parents. I was like, can you guys just watch him for like a month? And then they still have him. And he's like,
sweet,
so spoiled, has so many outfits, gets to come here and like run around.
Amazing.
So
Just hang out.
he's like the mental health dog. Like he loves people and like being pet and hanging out. So
Yeah.
See, when you said he was a bad border collie, I was like, I didn't know you meant just like bad farm dog.
no, bad farm. Like
smoke cigarettes or something.
Yeah, he definitely smokes on the weekends. No, he was too friendly.
Okay.
So he didn't want to go like work the sheep. He just wanted to like stand next to you.
Yeah.
And it drove my partner's mom nuts.
I'm
like
sure.
Border collies to her are like work dogs, and to me I'm like, you're nice. And I did break him because like he had never been in the house. He was like, he lived in like the garage and outside, and then I brought him into our bed. I was like, you are mine now. So,
He's so sweet.
yeah.
I haven't seen him.
I know, maybe I'll bring him
this week.
tomorrow.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah.
I need
Do
it.
it.
I need some dog snuggles.
Pictures of Creed, always a good thing.
Yeah.
Throw them up.
It's good
You've
shit.
been a joy.
Well, thank you.
I'm kind of obsessed with you. So
That's what I'm saying is like,
Are we friends now?
I find people and I'm like, okay, we have to be best friends now.
And then we make you come
Always
on the
down
podcast.
for him.
And then it's
Anytime.
like, okay, it's like, yeah, okay, like you seem cool. And this is why I follow random people from other people's stories.
I love it.
Because you find cool people.
Did you get
somehow.
a sandwich that day?
I did. It was
What kind?
great. It was the only 2 left.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think it was just like the classic or whatever. I can't remember.
They were so good.
Yeah, they were delicious. Have you ever had his burgers?
No. Smashies.
So good. Yeah, it's Bergs.
Bergs.
Yeah.
I'm like, wherever he pops up next, I'm going because I love a smash burger. So
Yeah, he makes really, really good burgers.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was.
He's so nice. He double high-fived me when we got our sandwiches. I was like, hi, we're Babes of Quinte. Like, we'd love to have you on the pod. And he was like, oh, yeah. And I was like,
He'll 100% do that.
thank you.
Yeah, no, when the pre-orders opened, I was like, I'm just going to order 2 of everything.
Sweet.
So I did, and I was like, hi, Katie and Emily and Jeanette. I'm like, I did something unhinged. Please, I can't eat 6 sandwiches.
I loved it. I was so happy to be
You would
there.
make friends. That's
Yeah.
better to keep friends, actually.
yeah, just
Come
feed them.
eat sandwiches. Yeah, who's going to say no?
I love it.
Why would you say no to sandwiches?
I don't know.
Exactly.
It'd be weird if you did.
Shit, speaking of pre-orders, I just got tickets for the Mario movie. I'm so excited.
I forgot that's coming out soon, isn't
Fuck
it?
yeah, D-Box. With my kid. It's going to be great.
Why do you have to pre-order? Like, just because you're so excited?
Yeah.
Well, because then you can pick your seat.
Okay.
And you can
I
get,
don't go
like-
to the movies anymore.
I love the movies. I like that's
What's your
like
favorite movie snack?
popcorn.
Oh, okay.
Popcorn's my favorite food, period.
Oh.
I thought about that one day, long and hard. I was like, what's my favorite food? And I was like, it's definitely
Like with a seasoning or just raw dog in the popcorn?
just raw dogging it with butter.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Not just dry. Like that's some serial killer
disgusting.
shit.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
horrible.
This new age popcorn thing where it's like you see like this bougie bag of popcorn
It's, like,
and you
lightly
get it's like, oh,
salted.
it's like smart popcorn.
Hate
There's
it.
no calories. I'm like, that
gross.
tastes like cardboard.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Like you're
Yeah.
taking all the fun out of popcorn.
Give me butter, salt, popcorn. That's
My
all
brother
I want.
used to eat a bag of microwave popcorn a day.
I probably did when I
Yeah.
was like a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Like, he would just sit there, just like,
It's
and I'm
so
like-
good.
I
I haven't had microwave pop. I'm like on the stove. type-
yeah, we do
type of
that
guy.
now. Yeah.
I haven't had microwave popcorn in a long ass time.
It is good when you just need like a little
Little pick me up.
pick me up.
Sure.
But I do love like on the stove, like listening to popcorn pop
Yeah.
brings
rules.
me joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the smell of it's awesome. Yeah, I love popcorn.
Yeah.
I was-
I'm a movie nacho person. I love like a fake nacho cheese.
Oh yeah. Fake
Oh my
nacho
god,
cheese rules.
nacho cheese and popcorn. You dip. It sounds disgusting.
Not
but
on top, but as a dip. Yeah,
as a
I'd be down.
dip.
I'd be down
Yes,
as a dip.
It's
Yeah.
so fucking good.
Yeah. On top,
like
that's
no, that's just
unhinged
that's
shit.
stupid.
Like, yeah.
Because
Then you're dirty.
well, and I mean,
popcorn with
even
a
when you
fork.
dip, your fingers are gonna get yucky, but it's like it's not soggy.
Yeah, but it's also not over like the top of your hand and shit because you're reaching into a bag.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
think
if you
about that.
next time you go to the movie theater, just get a side of nacho cheese and you can dip.
I wonder if will they do just a side of nacho
Oh,
cheese?
Yes. It's like
Killing
a
me.
dollar.
What?
So even if you hate it, it's $1.
Killing me. Just wait, it's gonna be me and my daughter, me and D-Box. I've never even done D-Box. I know that it moves, but I'll be like covered in nacho
Wait, what's
cheese.
D-Box?
It's like you like
It's
like
an
a
experience. It's like a 5D.
it's like an extra seat that like moves and shit with the movie, and there's like
Is this in Belleville?
yeah,
Yes.
man.
and there's like air that like, will shoot like at your feet.
No, there's not. What?
I'm pretty sure. I've never done it, but like I know that there's like one that it's like there's like it's
My
like
face right now, I'm like,
it's like
I'm so
five
excited.
senses, and you can kind of like feel things that are happening in the movie.
gonna
I
be
could be
so dumb.
totally wrong.
I'm so excited. It's going to be so dumb. Seeing the Mario movie in D-Box, 6:30, opening day,
when does it come out?
April 5th, next week.
Oh, so this is soon.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Hyped.
So hype.
Did you watch the Mario TV show?
Yeah, it's
Like in like
horrible.
the 90s?
Yeah,
It's horrible.
yeah. Link's the best on that show.
The
When
whole
he's-
like yeah.
I
Yeah.
have no idea what you guys are talking
Like,
about.
you have to
The
see.
Legend of Zelda Link.
Oh,
Yeah, and he's like
Kinda.
a brat on the show, and he's always like, "Excuse me, princess." It's super funny. It's like super dumb.
It's the reason why I named my child Lincoln, so I can call him Link.
I just learned so much.
I have an unhealthy obsession with The Legend of Zelda.
I love Legend of Zelda. I've been playing Earthbound the last couple days. It's been great.
What do you play that on?
Switch.
In my mind, it was Nintendo 64, but
You could. I mean, you can.
It's for the original
Yeah,
Nintendo,
yeah.
so I've been
I feel like
playing
my
it.
brother played Zelda on Nintendo.
but you can
64.
play
I was just a
N64
Mario
games on
Kart
the Switch.
kid.
If you have like an online membership, you can play all the Super Nintendo and 64 and regular
I would
Nintendo
only
games.
play Mario Kart.
I quote unquote got my daughter a Switch, but it's like it's 100% just being like, oh yeah, fucking right, yeah. I've been playing.
You go to bed. Give me the Switch.
That's literally what's
I
been
literally
happening every night.
bought a second one because
Whoa.
my daughter was playing. When Animal Crossing came out,
Mm-hmm.
she was playing it, and I wanted to play it too. So I was like, "Fuck this! I'm getting my own."
I completely ignored all my responsibilities when I played Stardew Valley a couple months ago. Like that's all I did. Like that was it.
Yep.
Married everybody in the game, divorced everybody in the game. It was great. It was
Grew
awesome.
vegetables.
Yeah.
What?
You would love Stardew Valley. It's farming, but it's
Farm
cute.
in real life. I'm so confused. I've never been like a gaming person.
I used to be until I felt like I had to stop, but now I just don't care anymore. I'm just like I was never like an online like Call of Duty type of person, but like I used to look like I was raised by Nintendo. Like
Yeah,
Ninte-
I get that.
Like my parents was a Nintendo,
Yeah.
Super Nintendo essentially.
Just like, remember that? Didn't actually clean anything.
No.
I was always blowing on the thing.
Just like adding spit to your game,
That's all you were doing, but everybody did it.
everyone did it. It was like a sound you like.
and then you blow.
place.
You open
Yeah.
the little thing. You're like,
Yeah, of course.
No
Yeah.
wonder I'm a lesbian. I had to say it. I had to say it.
There's
so
your episode.
sorry. I don't. I'm done. I'm done.
what are you doing,
You know,
Jeanette?
as-
Are you okay?
That classic thing that women love.
Just raspberries on their belly.
That's not what I was picturing.
I know, but I had to change it.
Of course.
I'm turning this off. We're done.
That was amazing.
It was so good.
So good.
I loved editing it.
I still think it's probably my favorite episode.
He came in, and I love when people come in and match the energy.
Oh, for sure.
Because, like, all the guests we've had have been great, but, like, obviously you're sitting in front of a microphone, and he already he has a podcast. So I find when people are comfortable
Just talking.
already in front of a microphone, it makes we dive right in, because it's not like we have to be like, there's a microphone in front of your face that's kind of phallic. So
Yeah. It is kind of
it
phallic.
is. So no, it was great, and he was very open, very fun. I feel like we
Honest.
got open and honest.
Yeah. No, it was just an all around good time.
Yeah, it was so fun. He forages mushrooms. He did see the Mario movie, because we recorded this about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. So the Mario movie has been seen. It got a 7 out of 10
by him.
by him.
And what did his daughter say?
10 out of 10,
There you go.
which seems more reasonable.
Yeah, we trust her.
I mean, I trust her over him.
Yeah, sorry, Alex. I think he'd agree, though.
I said that straight up. I was like,
yeah.
listen, like when it comes to children's movie reviews, I'm going to trust the
Trusting
kid.
the kid. Yeah. He didn't have a pet, so we didn't get to do pet corner.
He does have a pet.
What?
He has
He
cats.
has cats?
He also has a blind dog.
Why didn't we do Pets of Quinte with him?
I don't think it was really a thing.
Oh, when we interviewed him?
Yeah, we it was like one of those things that we were talking about doing, but we hadn't like officially been like, oh yeah, we're gonna like start talking about your pets.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing.
But yeah,
that
no,
one.
I think he has
Very
like,
sad.
definitely think he has at least one cat, and there's definitely a blind dog somewhere in there.
I would love a blind dog.
You would.
I don't know why.
She's really cute. I think her name's Angel. I can't remember. Just texted me. Oh, sure. Sorry. For the pod right now. I was texting him just be like, hey, we're doing the intro, outro for the pod right now.
You had to tell him. I'm joking. I don't care.
Yes, I had to tell him because we're talking about him. And he just texted me. So it was like one of those serendipitous moments or coincidental moments? What is it?
I'm not good at words. Jeanette and I have been playing Scrabble to try and keep my brains sharp.
Is it working?
No, she beats me every game. She always like, let's play Scrabble. And if I ever start to beat her, it's like, she gets me.
What about Words with Friends? Do you play that?
I don't know what that is.
It's like Scrabble on your phone.
No, I've never played that. We play Bananagram sometimes.
What's that?
It's like Scrabble, but it's more fast-paced, and you're just like working in your own letters.
That sounds stressful.
It is, and then you have to, like, when someone finishes all their tiles, you say peel, and then you take another tile, and then you have to. It's quick. My brain doesn't work that fast, especially with words. But
yeah, I can't. I don't do well under stress.
Me neither. I freeze. We've learned.
Well, yes.
Once my dog like fully jumped out a window, and I was just going, Jeanette. Like I didn't stop anything. Yeah, I
kind of just watch it happen, and you're like,
yeah,
oh
I'm
shit.
Like, and then I'm like, Jeanette is a first responder, so she's very good at reacting to situations.
Yeah,
and I'm not, so I just stand there and I'm like, oh, I'm like, do you see this? And she's like, you could have done something. I'm like,
could I?
I don't know. My body stopped working, so we're getting there. I'm getting there.
I mean, I get it. I think I'm just kind of like, okay, I see where that's. I think I try to avoid situations where that will happen.
Yeah.
I like pre-plan. It's like, okay, like I have all this like really cool foam furniture for Lincoln in my living room. And I literally have everything kind of like planned out. So if he were to fall, he's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, okay, go ahead, run around, fall. You're going to be fine.
You're going to be A-okay.
There's not going to be any serious injuries.
I feel like kids now, they're like at less risk for injuries because of this cool stuff going on. Like the toys are safer.
Yeah.
Which I like.
There's less, yeah.
I was an accident prone. Still accident prone. So.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This child, definitely, he would have broken a couple bones at least at this point because he climbs everything.
They love climbing things.
Oh, man. Like kitchen table. I have like a bar height like kitchen table. He'll climb onto like the bar stool thing, which spins. So that's scary. And then he'll just like stand on the kitchen table. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Fair.
And then he tries to like hit the lights, like the lights that overhang on over the kitchen. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I was like, child, you're going to like, Kate already broke one.
Was she on the table?
Have you seen that video?
No.
So Kate was filming a TikTok a couple of years ago.
I did see this. Yes.
And she went to go do a dance move and her hand hit one of the shades. It was like a glass shade around this like overhead light, and it broke, and it like basically wrapped around her arm. Like the whole shade like went down her arm.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Have I replaced it yet? No. I bought a replacement. I have not installed it yet.
It's like I need to put up all the art in the new sales like area.
Yeah.
And today John was like, "You need to deal with that," and I was like, "I know." It's been 2 weeks. It's in my mind.
It's still there.
I'll get there.
Also, snaps to my stepfather for installing my pegboard in my new office.
Thank you.
With Katie.
I just cleaned up my side of the office. Do I have ideas of what we're going to do? Have I done them? No.
But there's ideas.
There's ideas.
Like, could we have, like, part of, like, a plant wall going?
We have a neon light.
Faux plants, because, let's be serious, I'm
have
not...
a real plant wall.
I have real plants, but I don't want to take care of a wall.
Okay, Kay got us like a neon light that says good vibes. And she was like, look at our new neon light sign. I was like, so cool. I was like, what does it say? And she was like, good vibes. I was like, it kind of looks like it says like simbing. Like I couldn't figure out what it said. And she goes, Katie, it's upside down. I was like, oh.
That was so good.
I'm like, oh no, my brain. Like, do most people's brain know that it should like would they just turn it over?
I don't know, because I did the same thing with birthday balloons for Kate's birthday, and I emailed Party City.
Ma'am, please turn over the balloon.
No, they didn't tell me. I emailed them back like 20 minutes later being like, please ignore my last email. I'm an idiot. And guaranteed that was one that they printed out and like showed everybody.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
I try and own it at this point.
Honestly, I'm not perfect. I don't pretend to be.
I'm trying to think of things we have. So there's going to be a spring a spring sale on our winter merch.
Yeah, we just want to get rid of some hoodies and some sweatshirts and some toques. And
so this is a good time to get those because you know what? Sometimes season change, even though we're going into sunny season, brings on the big sass. And do you know what you need? A hoodie.
Right. Who doesn't love a good hoodie?
Exactly.
Also, sometimes at night, it's still cold.
Maybe
you're sitting around the fire.
Maybe you're going camping.
What if you're swimming and you're just like, I need a hoodie or a sweater to put on because
it's a little toque action. I don't know what your plans are.
I don't know. I mean, even summertime overnight camping.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're in a tent, which I mean, props to you for living that life. Like, you never know.
Yeah, true.
I'm too bougie for tent camping now. I'm too old.
Yeah, I do like it sometimes. I haven't done it in a long time though.
No, the last time I slept like not in a bed was at Tweed Stampede in the back of the 95.5 Jeep with Emily. Like we just like, instead of, because I think we had a trailer, but then there was a bunch of like random people sleeping in it. And I'm like, ew, no, I'm not doing this. So we just like put down the seats and we slept in the back of the SUV. It was so uncomfortable. I wanted to die, but and then I was like, no, too old for this now.
Yeah, I feel like you had an age where you're like, my back hurts. Yeah. Like today, my back hurts. I've been standing all day because it hurts to see it. Do we have anything else? Like I can't even. I'm sorry, my brain's a little chaotic today, friends, but I don't think there's.
No, I had a hot take about something.
I love hot takes. I've been watching Love Is Blind. That's really like. Check out our reels. I give updates on how I'm feeling about it.
I really love Love Is Blind. Because it's just chaos.
It's so much chaos. It makes me feel better. Like I'm not as much chaos as I think I am.
Yeah. I think I don't know what it is. I think I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I've had like real big sads the last like 2 weeks. And like, I caught myself like this morning. I was like, why am I in the big sads? And why am I doing certain things that I know are going to make me feel even worse? And then I caught it and I was like, you know what? We're not doing that anymore.
No, it's hard.
It is hard. It's like, but it's so hard. And so I'm just like, you know what? Like this one thing, I'm like, I can't keep chasing things that don't bring me joy.
No.
And I'm not going to anymore. So today I also emailed people and I was like, hey, fuck this kind of attitude.
We like that.
Because I was like, no, I can't.
We can't right now.
Anywho,
thanks for listening. You babes are the best. Next week we have Dom.
We do.
Dominique McIntyre.
Yes.
Real estate extraordinaire.
Dom, the realtor.
And then we have, is it Sarah's?
Sarah's next.
Sarah, the owner of Your Creative Junction. And then we're like booked.
Yeah, we have other interviews. We have a really big one that I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Like local legend status situation.
We have some of that. Yeah, everyone is coming on and it's crazy.
And I'm very excited about it.
Me too. But until next week, stay safe.
Peace out, Boy Scout.
There it is. The Babes of Quinte podcast is recorded and produced at Starboard Communications, home of 95.5 Hits FM, Cool 100, and inquinte.ca.